Just maybe good on you, man. Listen, just maybe let's start off with just what you expect from the Lions this weekend.
No, it's going to be a tough one. This weekend, the Jukskei Derby, as they call it, is always going to be a dogfight. So we expect a lot of running rugby from the Lions, and just a tough encounter against the neighbours.
Just in terms of just switching back to URC from European Cup, how does mindset? I know it's a very different challenge, but how does it, from a player's point of view, just how's that mindset for you guys?
Oh no, I feel like it's rugby, so I think we go into every game with the mindset of winning. Whatever team is selected on the weekend, we want to go on and just deliver our best performance every weekend. So I don't think it's it's too much of a big adjustment. I think that's more from the management side, but they have to think about with the two different competitions. But for us as players, or for me personally, I feel every game I play is a game. So yeah, I go in with the same mindset of just trying to be the best and performing my best on the day.
And then last one for me, just I know all wingers want a bit of air on the ball and they want to get the ball in space. Is there a feeling that there might be a bit more ball in play and a bit more ball to the wings this weekend?
Oh, I mean, we do have a plan going in against the Lions. They have their particular defense systems, and we're going to try to penetrate that and trying to play towards our strength. So, I mean, on the weekend against Stad, we got nice ball on the edges. So hopefully, come Saturday, we get a few more opportunities.
Yeah, Sergeal, good luck for Saturday.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brandon. And can we go in this following order, please? We will take Kovas Klaasen, Jan de Koning, Simnigiwa Kavanisa, Carl Fabian, and then we'll come back for a follow-up round.
Thanks, Lunga. Hi, Sergeal.
Hello.
Sergeal, just what's your role? I mean, obviously you're a bit more experienced nowadays. What's your role in the team, especially with somebody like Kirtley in Japan?
Oh, my role is just to play the best that I can every weekend. We all have a certain role within the squad, and wherever I can fill in and slot in and deliver performance, worthy of wearing the Bulls jersey, that's what I want to do every weekend.
You did mention that you expect, or the expectation is that the Lions will run with the ball on Saturday. Do you prefer that kind of match, you personally, to, let's say, a match where it's more front row orientated?
I prefer any game that we win. So whatever they bring at us, and we have our systems in place going into this weekend. So I'm not too worried about what I would like out of the game. So the biggest thing that I would like out of the game is just to win and get our winning record back on track as we take on this URC campaign again.
Thanks, Sergio. Good luck.
Thank you.
Jan de Koning.
There we go. Okay. Sorry, Sergeal. I couldn't hear properly. I think I've got a problem with my mic. Can you hear me properly?
I can hear you perfectly, yes.
Okay, thanks. Obviously, as you just mentioned, I presume that's what you said, that you know exactly how the Lions play at Ellis Park. You guys play there often enough. But derbies tend to have a very physical edge to them. Apart from the fact that the Lions do play an attractive rugby, they do have some brutal forwards as well. Does this mean you guys change, or you keep playing what you want to do?
Yeah, we play towards our strengths. I think every game is going to be different. Every situation will be different. But what we can control is what we do well. And yeah, hopefully by the weekend we're gonna be able to utilize that to the best of our abilities. Like you said, derbies are very physical and it's very passionate, and yeah, it's a lot of heart going into derbies. And we're gonna expect a big physical game up front from the Lions and a lot of running from the back. So I think we're going to prepare as well as we can for this weekend and just stick to what we know and control what we can control.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, Dasim.
Sorry, I thought Carl was next. Sergeal, how you doing?
I'm good, Axel. How are you?
No, it's all good. It's all good. Thanks. Just looking at the Lions. I mean, I see now they 12th, but obviously when the URC season started, they were doing quite well for themselves. What for you was the improvement, if any, from last season?
From the Lions?
Yeah.
I mean, from last season, I think just the amount of box that they produced, that gives them just that confidence going onto the field, So I think with all that happened within the Lions camp, they're going to be very confident, or they have been a very confident team than compared to last year. So yeah, it's going to be a nice test and experience playing at Loftus. I mean, at Ellis Park this weekend, and hopefully we can just do what we do best, and that's winning.
All right. And from a personal perspective, I'm not sure when you played last week. I'm not sure when your last game before that had been. When was?
I think it was July, Currie Cup. Yeah, you had Loftus against Western Province. That was the last game I actually played. Yeah.
How frustrating is it to sort of have gaps of that magnitude, in between games for the team, and how do you stay sharp, obviously, to be able to actually do that?
I mean, that's part of the game. You can't control stuff like injuries that comes with it. So I mean, just keeping yourself mentally, physically sharp and ready for when the call comes, and when the team calls on you. You need to be there to do your part within the squad, because everyone has a role, and when you're called upon, and just gotta be ready.
Last year, when you played in the in the semi-final against Leinster, one of the things that Jake said was obviously you're the one guy that's actually won the URC in the in the squad. How do you sort of dispense that experience if you're not in the squad, in the playing squad, to be able to play?
We train together, so we always in each other's faces, we're always in each other's company. So I think just mini chats and just the presence of being there, it also helps a lot. We all, like I said, we squad of 50, we all have different roles within the squad, guys coming in to fulfill certain roles, whether that be on the field or off the field. So I think we're a good mix of players and personalities, and I think everyone's part within the squad is very valuable.
Well, man, thanks, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sergeal, thanks for the opportunity. I want to read something for you. The day you signed, or the statement you made, said you're excited to bring out the best in the Bulls outsides back. Do you feel that you got that, or did they bring something extra out of Sergeal Petersen?
I think just training together with players that are as good as the outside backs we have here. So it just allows you to also find different elements of your game that can enhance your style of play. So I'm happy to be involved in training, coming to training every day against players like Kane and Apiwe, Sebastian, Devin Williams, Willie, just like being in the presence and just on the same field and seeing what they do and they seeing what I do. Because I mean, we're all different players, we all have different attributes that we bring towards the team, and it's just so good to be in such a healthy environment. Like they say, iron sharpens iron. So I think really that's what we've been creating here especially within the outside back position.
And do you see yourself as a better player than what you were when you arrived?
I mean, I don't think I was a worse player when I got here. I still always back myself whenever I step onto the field. And I mean, I'm at a different stage in my career now. So for me, the main thing now is just to enjoy every moment I get. Even at practice, coming into practice, just having a smile on my face, enjoying it, getting the opportunity on weekends, playing just to enjoy myself, express myself, and just try to be in a good space and present at all times.
Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.
Cool, thanks, Carl. Then the next round, we are going to go to Morgan, Nicholas, Simon Borchert, as well as Nathan Jorge. Thank you.
Thanks, Lunga. How's it, Sergeal? Sergeal, just having a look at the Lions team that played on the weekend. If you look at those outside backs that they're fielding, surely they must quite excite you, those one-on-one battles that we can expect this weekend. But it's probably also going to be down to the team to force him to earn the right to go wide.
No, definitely. And I think with our forward back, we can really, bring that out of our team. So yeah, it's going to be it's a derby. It's going to be a nice, physical, hard, tough match, and that's what we play the game for. That's what it's about, and that's what we're looking forward to.
Thanks, Sergeal. All the best weekend.
Thanks, Morgan.
Hi, Sergeal. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Just about playing at Ellis Park in Joburg. What would you say the Bulls are looking at in terms of the advantages and disadvantages at playing at such a big ground in Joburg, where there's been a lot of great derbies?
Yeah, no, definitely. Ellis Park is a great stadium, but I think our stadium here at Loftus is also just as good with how rich it is in just rugby heritage and history. So I don't think it'll be too big of a moment for any of the boys here. We used to playing up in Ellis Park, so it's just going to be very nice to be able to play, a derby again. And for me personally, I'm looking forward to what's probably one of my favorite stadiums. So yeah, just very excited about the weekend and looking forward to getting out there and having a run.
Great, thank you.
Okay, cool. Simon.
Hey, Sergeal, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks. Yourself?
Good, thanks. Good. Having watched a few of the Lions' last games at Ellis Park, they haven't had the largest crowded attendances. Are you hoping for a few of your Bulls fans to head through?
Yes, definitely. It's always nice to have support in the stands. But at the end of the day, we're going up to Ellis Park to do a job. This is a job at the end of the day, and whatever distractions or support that there's going to be, it's not going to really matter because when you're on the field, it's strictly business. But it would be good. It would be nice to have a few more supporters there, and definitely a few more Bull supporters would be also great. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Zach.
Thank you.
Finally, last question, Nathan.
Thanks, Lunga. Serge, it's Gogs here. How's it? I've just got a couple of questions. Serge, how's it been at the Bulls, going from URC champs at the Stormers, then Japan, now the Bulls? How have you navigated life at the Bulls?
No, it's been a quite easy transition. I've played with a lot of the boys here. I've played against a lot of the boys here. So the environment that's been created among the players has been solid. And I mean, the facilities and the management of the Blue Bulls are world class. So, I can't complain about anything in that regard. And just Pretoria as a whole has been, it's been really good. Afrikaans boy, so it's not too much of an adaptation for me. But yeah, I've been really loving my time here in Pretoria, especially at the Bulls, and enjoying my rugby again. So which is always a positive.
Just touching on Brasim's question, how have you managed to stay hungry? Because I mean, you got Kane and Villy Devon, start pressure, Kurtley when he was still around, Trevino, the list goes on. I mean, how do you stay motivated to want to play for the Bulls with such a massive outside back roster?
I mean, I'm a competitor. I'm a competitor. I like being competitive, and you know that's one of the reasons why I came back to South Africa in the first place, to be in a competitive environment, to get that competitive fix again. So yeah, I'm like I said earlier. Also, like every time I come into work, I'm enjoying every moment. Every time I get opportunity to play, I'm enjoying it. So yeah, just the fact that I'm love competing and also just love rugby, that makes it a lot easier to stay motivated every day.
Then finally, just touch on the roster. Do you feel the Bulls can go all the way in both the URC and Challenge Cup? Because I mean, you've won a URC final.
No, I mean, I think we have what it takes. It's up to us to rock up on the day and give our best performance. So I think we've got players, we've got systems, we've got everything in place to be able to do that. I think especially now that we're in the EPCR, maybe a bit of a better chance of winning some silverware. So yeah, I don't see not wanting to be in a competition and wanting to win, because I think in any competition we're in, we want to go in trying to win every game and winning the title at the end of the day. But yeah, it's going to be tough, but I think we're in a good place, and I think all the boys are on the same page, and we're hungry to get some silverware back in Pretoria.